This is lesson 910, exploring arrays, equilateral triangles, and strength of paper. The parent help video for grade 3 everyday math. So there's one vocabulary word in this lesson, and it's equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is basically a triangle where all the sides are equal. So with equal sides. Okay, so for example, if this side is 1 inch or so, should be exact, but this one would also be 1 inch, and then this one here would also be 1 inch. So I'll say with all equal sides, right? With 3 equal sides, because triangles have 3 sides. So this would be 1 inch, this would be 1 inch, and this would be 1 inch. This is what an equilateral triangle is. Also, I'm just going to mention the word array again. It's not given as a separate word here, but we do talk about it, we do use it. And an array, remember, is a set of dots in rows and columns where there's an equal number. Let's say there's an equal number in each row and also an equal number in each column. Oftentimes we use arrays to help us with multiplication and to kind of help us figure out how many dots there are. We can say, well, there's 3 here and there's 5 across, so we could say 3 times 5 equals 15. We know there are 15 dots, and if we were to count them, we would also end up with 15 dots. So we want the kids to be able to model multiplication using these arrays. We want them to be able to model fractions of a region in this lesson. So for example, if let's say we have an equilateral triangle, okay, we want them to shade 1/2 of the triangle. We could just draw a line straight down the middle, okay, and then we can shade this half, and that's how we can model that. And it doesn't have to just be with triangles. Maybe we have a circle and we want them to shade, let's say, 1/4 of a circle. Okay, so we'll get this as equal as we possibly can here, because fractions are equal things. Alright, if we want them to shade just one of those quarters, it would look like that. Okay, so that's one thing that we want kids to be practicing. Doing their multiplication facts, they've got to keep working at those. Alright, that's a really big thing in 3rd grade, is the basic multiplication facts. Alright, and we've also been working on 2-digit by 1-digit. And some of the kids have started 2-digit by 2-digit even, so please make sure they're practicing multiplication facts. We want them to be able to put data into a table, okay, so kind of collect some data about something and then put it into a table to organize it, and then describe number patterns. So that's just something that we're working on throughout this lesson, and that is also going to help them as they move forward to be able to recognize patterns in numbers. As far as you can help with this at home, please just keep doing what you've been doing. If you can support the vocabulary study of equilateral triangle, have kids find some equilateral triangles around the house, around the town, have them draw an equilateral triangle or cut one out with paper. Just remember, the key thing about equilateral triangles is all the sides are exactly the same. As far as how you can help with arrays, have them model a multiplication problem by drawing an array to figure it out. Okay, maybe you want to do something with pennies. Okay, you could even have them set up an array with pennies. You know, give them, I don't know, 45 pennies and have them organize it into an array. Or give them 100 pennies and tell them to organize those. So something like that. And it doesn't have to be pennies. It could be rocks or buttons or pretty much anything they could come up with that would be round like that. Please have them keep practicing multiplication facts. Knowing those basic facts are what are really going to help them move forward with their multiplication and their division eventually down the road. So I can't emphasize that enough. Please just keep working with those. So this is lesson 910, exploring arrays, equilateral triangles, and strength of paper for grade 3 everyday math.